Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, so I am out and about. Gonna meet up with Laura. We are running some errands today. We're going to Joann's, and then from there we got a ride over to Leesburg. So I'm up in Altamont Springs. Hope you enjoyed that little ride. And I figured this would be a good time to give you a really short review on the 50s. It's not a full review. I'm going to do that one with Marissa. She's the one who bought the other side of the dual box that we bought. But I figured I'd give you my first impressions that I've used it a few times. I think Marissa and I have had different experiences, so that's going to be interesting when we do it together. But as far as for me, I've had a great experience. I rode it in the rain. So it's not waterproof, it's water resistant. I was in the rain for about an hour and it worked fine. I made phone calls, text messages, things like that. There was a review I read once on it that says that you can't speak to Sena, but you can. You just have to know how to speak to her. It's not like when you speak to your regular assistants. I have an Android, so mine is Google. And what happens here is with Google, I say the keywords, I wait for a beep, and then I talk. With Sena, you have to say the sentence right away, and she'll just respond if she actually understood what you were saying. So if I wanted to turn on the radio, I would say, "Hey, Sena, FM on." And, well, sure enough, there goes my radio. And if I wanted to turn it off, I say, "Hey, Sena, FM off." It just has to be one complete sentence, no breaks, there's no warning tone to let you know that she's listening or anything. So there's specific ways to speak to her. You have to memorize that list. Just memorize what you like. I have used it in Mesh. I've never used Mesh before, so that was very interesting. With the Mesh, I was able to keep in touch with a couple of buddies. One was using a 30K. It was Marissa was the other buddy, and then when I could intercom call, if they were close enough, I could talk to one of my other buddies. So that was pretty cool. Mesh is actually really awesome. I say get any system that has a mesh system would be great. So whether you like Cardo or Sena, that's, I say ride with the system that your group has. So if a lot of us have Senas, then maybe Sena's the way to go. If a lot of them have Cardos, then go Cardo. To be honest, I don't have a bias. Now, I have heard the Cardo speakers are amazing, and I've actually had my head in a helmet that had them, and they were very, very good. But JBL has good speakers in general. So now the other cool thing about it is that if you get the Sena but you want those JBL speakers, you want to spend a few extra bucks on them, you can, and you can adapt, not adapt, you can plug in those speakers to the Sena. So that's a good option. The other thing you can do that I like about it is that it has multiple adapters. You have multiple mics. It comes with a whole slew of them. That was pretty good. And then as far as on the highway, I've used this with and without earplugs. Now I have a preference for earplugs. The wind noise. Now my last helmet was much noisier. That's also going to affect the speaker quality. The speakers are good. These are really good speakers. They're definitely an improvement over my SMH5, and some people say that it is an improvement over the 30Ks. I don't have a reference because I didn't have a 30K. But on the highway, I don't have an issue with or without earplugs. Usually the earplugs drown out the wind noise and you can hear any spoken voices easier. Now, I do have a new helmet, and it's the Bell SRT that it's on right now. I'm dying to see how it sounds on the Bellray Star, but the clamp kit just is coming out now. I already pre-ordered it. So once I get that clamp kit, I'll know how it sounds on the Raystar. But I haven't had an issue. It's pretty good. I have no complaints. And it works well. I like listening to the radio, so it allows me to do that. I can listen to Pandora and all that stuff. I like the FM the FM feature. Other than that, it's a really short and sweet. Speakers work great. I don't have any issues talking to my assistants at high speeds or low speeds, and it seems to do well if you're getting wet in the rain and things like that. So now, one thing I will say, the outside casing is probably not durable, but I am not very dainty. I hate to say it. I wish I was, but I'm not a girly girl. I'm a sweatpants and jeans kind of girl, and I treat my stuff like that too. So it's already gotten a couple of scratches on the nice finish. I think I would have wanted something a little bit more beefier, I guess, as far as construction. Other than that, I don't have any other complaints. I've taken it on a few rides, like I said, some group rides, and I just missed my spot. Well, with that being said, I think that's all I really need to tell you for now. So, I'll speak to you guys later.